Hi, I'm Sanda from Croatian Experience with Sanda, and today is a very special day for me. Hey! Woohoo! I'm on the island of Cres in Croatia, which is my favorite island. And you can watch my last video to see how I got here. I've rented a little micro camper for the road trip on the island. Let's go! Idemo! I came to the island of Cres, to a little town called Beli, for the first time in 14 years. And I used to come here when I was a child, a 15-year-old kid. I was volunteering in the eco center on the island, which is dedicated to preserving and educating people on endangered species of vultures. So it's very different than it used to be when I was here last time. This place meant so much, and now we'll show you around. When I was a volunteer here, back then it was a small NGO. Today it has grown into the Beli Visitor Center and Rescue Center for Griffon Vultures. Now these incredible birds have lived here since the last ice age, and you can come into the building, which is the old town school, and you can look at the exhibitions. These birds are among the largest birds in the world. They're nesting on the steep cliffs just above the sea. It's an amazing but also a very dangerous place because sometimes people come by boat. They are making noise to scare the birds into flying, and sadly that can cause young ones to fall into the water and drown if they are not rescued in time. Right now, there are only about 100 breeding pairs left in Croatia. Now, that's more than before, but still very endangered. So if you want to help, come visit the center in Beli. The vultures are a part of a very special ecosystem here. Sheep roam freely across the island, and this traditional way of life sustains the balance of nature. Beli itself is one of the oldest villages on Cres, and there is something really special about it. People have lived here since at least 1,000 years before Christ. Later, the Romans came and established a settlement they called Caput Insulae, which means head of the island in Latin. They built many roads, some of which can still be seen today, and even an old Roman bridge I'll show you here. As you walk around the island, you will see many beautiful stone sculptures with the poems in stone that were written by Andro Vid Mihicic, a local poet. When the Croats arrived in the 9th century, Christianity followed, and every typical Croatian village has a few things in common: a town square, a well, a church, and usually a large linden tree for shade. In summer, the tree buzzes with bees and feels like the heart of the community, while the local kids play soccer or football, nogomet as we call it in Croatian. The northern part of the island of Cres, called Tramontana, was under Venetian rule for almost 400 years, and it has some magical trees in there because during that time thousands of trees were cut down and shipped to Venice, and the city you see standing today is literally built on this wood. But that made the trees that are growing in the forest now sometimes have magical, very special shapes. This little village of Beli holds so much history, nature, and memory for me. After a few days on the island, in Beli, I started packing up my stuff and putting them into my beautiful camper van, Tara, to head home. If you want to learn some Croatian phrases for your next trip, subscribe to my newsletter below and get my courses. I will include all the links in the description below this video. Till next time, do viđenja!